Yo, what's up, Libra? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of February 2018. Libra, I was taking a look at some planetary aspects this month, and I noticed a theme there. In the first half of the month, it's like some of you are attracted to, not all of you, but some of you are attracted to someone who is creative. And if you look at the aspects, the way the planets are angling to each other in the second half of the month, you sort of get some more information about this. This person might be someone who you know from your work or through your work somehow, potentially. And then there's the new moon partial solar eclipse mid-month that occurs to reinforce this. So the way new moon works is the 6 months that follow the new moon. Someone could be coming into your life. This one has to do with romance, and this is a solar eclipse. So it's a partial solar eclipse on February 15th. So it happens about mid-month. So it sort of reinforces what I'm saying. I'm not saying all Libras are going to have new love coming into their lives or someone new who's going to be part of your romantic situation in the 6 months following February 15th, but some of you might, and the sun is going to be in this area of romance for you, Libra, throughout the month of February 2018. And this area also has to do with creativity. So, some of you Libras are creative. I mean, you are Libra, you are ruled by Venus. Venus has a lot to do with creativity too. So, if there's any creative projects that you want to work on throughout the month of February 2018, then this is a good time to do it, especially the first 3 weeks. And the sun is going to shift on February 18th, and then it's going to move into an area for you that's more about your work situation. So you're going to get busy when it comes to what you're doing with your work, Libra, following February 18th. And some of you might step up your fitness game a bit. This area also has to do with your health, maybe making more health conscious choices regarding what you eat following February 18th. But those are the main themes for you, Libra, for the month of February 2018. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur this month and what they mean for you. Right off the bat on February 1st, Saturn is aspecting Juno, and Juno is the asteroid in our solar system that has to do with soulmates. So this one happens in an area for you, well, especially for where Juno is. I mean, this sort of reinforces what I said in the beginning of the forecast. So Juno's in an area for you, Libra, right now. Juno's in this area that has to do with creativity. So, potentially some of you, if you're looking for a soulmate, potentially you could find them, potentially they are someone who's a creative person. And it's aspecting Saturn. So the way this angle is, and plus with Saturn's in this area that has to do with your home life situation. So, potentially this might be sort of a conflict for some of you. I'm not saying this is resonating for all of you, but some Libras, you might really like somebody or, want to be with somebody who is more of a creative type of person. But at the same time, where Saturn is in your area of home life, Saturn's a planet of restriction. You might feel restricted by your home life circumstance. On February 3rd, the sun is also in this area of creativity. It's in this area of romance for you. And it's making what's called an opposition to the north node. So the sun on this end of the sky, north node, this end of the sky, they're facing off. And they're making an exact opposition to each other. And this has to do with an attraction that some of you have on social media for somebody. Potentially, some of you Libras are checking out somebody on social media, and it's an opposition. So potentially it's like you want to make the connection, but what's the caveat? What's the obstruction? So some of you really would like to connect. I'm not saying all of you, but some of you really would like to connect with somebody on social media, and potentially there's a reason why it's more challenging than you think it is. And for others of you, if that's not the case, maybe you're already happily coupled up. Well, this might be sort of like a pull between like your romantic situation and social media or friendship. So, I mean, on one end of the spectrum where the sun is, you might have someone who loves you and cares about you. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have social media friendships and, maybe whoever you're with, whoever you're coupled up with, if you are coupled up, they might be like a little bit annoyed potentially right around February 3rd because maybe you spend a lot of time on social media or attention to things online or friendships, and maybe they feel sort of neglected a little bit. I'm not saying that's a situation for all of you, but some of you are coupled up might be dealing with that a little bit. On February 8th, Mercury is aspecting Neptune, and this aspect suggests that there is a way that you can combine creativity and your work. So, if you are a creative Libra, get creative on February 8th. Now, for others of you, this has to do with you wanting to communicate with someone who is creative and potentially you're attracted to them. And you may know this person through your line of work. On February 12th, Mars is aspecting Uranus, the planet of the unexpected. Now, Mars and Uranus can be pretty volatile together. So, I'm not saying that something volatile is going to happen on February 12th, but just put it this way. I mean, Mars is impetuous and likes instant gratification, and Uranus is sort of spontaneous. And a lot of times when you see these aspects with Uranus, I mean, especially with Mars, some unexpected stuff can happen. So right around February 12th, I mean, this one has to do with your relationship situation, Libra. So if you're coupled up, especially, there might be something coming up. I mean, Mars is in this area, has to do with communication. So this, for you, this area has to do with communication, and this could give you a bit of a sharp tongue. So, you might deliver a little bit tougher words or forceful words right around February 12th. I'm not saying you're definitely going to. Some of you may, some of you might, some of you may not. And whatever's happening in your relationship situation on February 12th is something that could come up unexpected, because you have Uranus, which is in this area that has to do with relationships. So others of you, if you're single, I mean, maybe this is you. I mean, Mars can sometimes have to do with sex. So, potentially you could say something sexy in an unexpected manner to somebody you're attracted to. So potentially that's how it's resonating for some of you. It's going to be different for all of you Libras. On February 15th, there's a new moon partial solar eclipse in an area for you, Libra, that has to do with true love in your life. So this is not really anything that's just regular. This is an eclipse. So every time it's an eclipse, it's the universe's way of saying, Libra, this is a significant event, and this one has to do with true love in your life. So the new moon partial solar eclipse is going to hit on February 15th, and then the 6 months that follow February 15th, all of a sudden, potentially some of you Libra are going to have someone new who's coming into your life in the 6 months that follow February 15th, and potentially this is someone who is your true love. And if you're single, this is definitely a great opportunity for you to take advantage of potential new love that's coming into your life, Libra. Now, if this doesn't have to do with a new love in your life, which for some of you it may not. For some of you it may have to do with a creative endeavor, because this area does have to do with creativity. So if you are a creative Libra, you should definitely take advantage of the ingenuity that this is going to give you. And for you Libras that have children, this is going to be new stuff coming down the pike in the 6 months that follow February 15th that have to do with your children. On February 20th, Mercury is aspecting Pluto, so this could be more of an intense conversation that you're having at home. You might feel sort of pulled between your work situation and your home life. So it's kind of like a work-home life imbalance. So maybe you spend too much time in the office. Maybe you spend too much time focusing on work matters, and you might want to focus more on what's happening in your home life. And for others of you, exercise could be sort of an issue too, because maybe you're a Libra that wants to get some exercise in, but you have your home life to attend to, you have your work life that you have to attend to. So it's like, where's the time for exercise? So, try to figure that out. And on February 22nd, Saturn is aspecting Ceres, the asteroid, which is retrograding. And Ceres sometimes has to do with separation. I'm not saying all Libras are going to go separating their situations because of the position of Ceres aspecting Saturn on February 22nd. But some Libras might go through a situation where they need adjustments or a change of direction regarding a home life situation potentially. And yeah, for others of you, I mean, Ceres is in an area that has to do with social media. So potentially, because there might be someone on social media or via your friendships or whatever, they may be, causing a situation in your home life where Saturn is, where, potentially some of you Libras you're just tired of the same home life situation. Maybe you are ready to separate from this particular home life situation so you can be with somebody who you know from social media or your friendships. On February 25th, Mercury is aspecting the asteroid Pallas Athena, and this is a good one. This is a great day for your business partnerships. This is a great day for creating new ideas in your industry. Somebody might have wisdom, so somebody you can rely on for their wisdom in your line of work potentially. For others of you, this is a great day for fitness And this is a day where communication can be key because, Pallas Athena has to do with communication, Mercury has to do with communication, and the angle that they're making to each other is a very constructive one. So this is a great day for your business partnerships. It's a great day for your shared resources. Some of you might see something positive that comes up regarding a contract. I'm not saying all of you are. If you are interested in investing in something, then February 25th, there might be conversations about it potentially. On February 27th, Venus is aspecting Pluto. And Venus is in this area that has to do with your work situation, and Pluto is in this area that has to do with your home life situation. So here we go again. It's like, Venus, the planet of love and romance. Maybe you're attracted to somebody who's at work potentially. It's maybe causing an issue sort of with, it's causing, Pluto is a planet of intensity, maybe causing some sort of an intense situation at home. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you Libras. I'm not saying that's going to happen for every single one of you, but I think that's all I have for you this month, Libra. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. I'm on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Astrology. I post daily astrology there. I'm also on Facebook. Check me out there. Have a great month, and I'll see you next time.